What's happening, everyone? Welcome to G-Ball Vision. Today I have an unboxing to do for you guys. This actually consists of 4 or 5 different items, all right? But instead of getting every single one of them out right now on this video, we're just going to do one of them because I think each item deserves its own video. I didn't think they would come like this. They were all ordered at separate times, and it just so happens that they all came in the same package. So whatever I reach in and get, that is what we are going to talk about. So I am stoked to get this package. If you're wondering, Sharp by Design Mini Tempest. Absolutely love this knife. One of my all-time favorite knives, period. So we're going to reach in the goodie bag and grab one. And boom, there is our first item in the package. So this is something that caught my eye probably 2 weeks ago or so. It's a fairly new model from Kizer, and well, let's get into it. If you like knife content, unboxings, well, you are in the right spot. If you are not subscribed, hit that subscribe button down below the video. I would love to have you here. We do all kinds of different knife content, EDC content. I would love to have you here. Go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. I love hearing from you guys. They give you stickers now, extra hardware, great packaging coming from Kizer, even with their more budget offerings. And don't forget your cleaning cloth that's in with your instructions. So we'll slide that back in there, slide that back in there. So guys, in case you are not familiar, this is the Kizer Bugai. And so this really caught my eye for 2 reasons. Let's slide this stuff out of the way. Love Kizer's packaging now. Not only do you get a cleaning cloth, a couple stickers, but you also get extra hardware, which comes in handy not only for the knife, but it could come in handy for a different knife, a pocket clip, who knows. I have used different hardware kits from other knives on other knives. So it's pretty cool that they send it. Can be very useful. So this is the Kizer Bugai. And the first thing that attracted me to this knife was the micarta. So this is the exact same micarta that you're going to get on the Mad Tanto, the T1, some of the absolute best micarta in the entire folding knife world, fixed blade world. It does not matter. It's some of the absolute best. It's a little smooth. It's a little fuzzy. It's grippy. It is awesome looking. It's very hard to beat. And I love this show side. Nice clean pivot area. That would have looked good with a pivot collar. This is actually a little smaller than I thought it was going to be, which isn't a bad thing. This is actually a good size. So let's give it a flick. You have a fuller and this bullet hole is what it looks like. It looks like a little bullet hole. That's exactly what it looks like. So let's give it a flick. Ooh. And there is the other thing that really attracted me to this knife is that blade shape. Look at that blade shape, guys. Oh, You got a nice straight edge here, a big old belly, and then you got a nice little tip there. Ooh, nice thick stock going to the tip. Oh, some jimping up there. Great access to that liner. Now, they didn't put a chamfer on there for whatever reason, but it works good. Easy to manipulate. Ooh, she's off center, guys. She is off center. That is unlike Kizer. Let's just see if all it needs is a spin of the pivot. Let's hope. Definitely pretty loose. T8 for the pivot. That moved it a little bit. Ooh, this might need some attention, guys. That stinks, because usually Kizers come centered, on point, ready to roll. So that's kind of a, it's not a big deal, but it's kind of a bummer, because usually you don't need to do anything to a Kizer when you get it. So let's see here. There, it started to move. Let's push it over and see. That's better, but it's still favoring that show side. It's better, for sure. It needs to be about right there. So it is favoring that show side a little bit. But man, that is a great size. So you're getting a, it's like 3 1/8, like a weak eighth, and then 7 1/4 overall. So that's right in that mid-size area. You're going to be getting, yes, 154 cm. Love me some 154 cm. There you go. Nice satin finish on there. I like what Kizer does with their finishing. It almost reminds me of a satin stonewash. That's what it keeps bringing me back to, is like a satin stonewash. Definitely good on the thumb and reverse flick. Good access. Nice pocket clip. Recessed screws, recessed pocket clip. It is reversible. So it is slightly recessed. It's like semi-recessed, the pocket clip. They leave a little bit to stick out. That way, I think the show side doesn't look as it doesn't give it that like, oh, look here type effect. But what might look good there is the same thing I did on my Devo Knives Pony, is I put that screw in there anyway. It just looks a little cleaner. So what I might do, even though it might add, I'll have to see what it looks like, but I might take 2 of these screws and put them right there just to kind of fill that area. It might look a little much though. It don't look bad. So maybe I'll just leave it. Yeah, I'll leave it. It's got good action. Let's see what the edge. Kizer usually does a good job all the way around with their 154 cm with their knives in this price range. They typically do, I would say, 9 out of 10 times they do an awesome job all the way around with their build quality, their finishing work, their edges, their attention to detail. The only thing that I have seen that I don't like is that centering, which should be able to be fixed. I'm sure there's something going on around the pivot. Could be a bearing is in the wrong way. Could be a couple of different things. It's got good action though, and it is buttery sharp. That thing is ridiculously sharp, guys. That might be, and I've had the Drop Bear, the Escort, the Mad Tanto, the Torngat, the Clairvoyant this year from Kizer, and this might be the sharpest one yet. So overall, this guy, first impressions, I love the blade shape. I love the finish on the blade. Love the micarta. Pocket clip is going to be functional. Great access to that liner. Nice sharp edge. We'll do a disassembly of this guy and see if we can see what the issue is. See if we can fix that issue. One thing I did want to check. Yes. T8 on the body screws. T8 on the pivot. And then they still did T6 on the pocket clip screws, which if they're told well, they're good T6s. It ain't going to be an issue. It won't be an issue. I'm happy, though, that they did T6s on the body. And they're probably thinking, if you're a righty, you're just going to leave it there. And there's no need to take it off during disassembly anyway. And if you're going to switch it to lefty, you're going to leave it there. So, and you don't need to take it off for disassembly purposes on that either. So, I'm all right with it. Just fine. They do have some internal milling as well to lighten this guy up. I like it. I love that blade shape as well. That's an awesome drop point blade. Nice thick stock. This is going to be a good workhorse. That'll do it, guys. If you're still here, love you. If you're still here and you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button down below the video. I would love to have you here. Give the video a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below. I love hearing from you guys. Peace.